everybody. So lovely to see so many people here to celebrate 100 years of this fantastic park. Very warm welcome to descendants of people who were here at the opening 100 years ago, and our local councillors, and of course the worshipful Mayor of Sandwell. We're going to reenact a little bit of that day 100 years ago with all you modern users of the park. What happened? I'm not sure if it was raining that day, but hopefully the sun's come out for us for just an hour. So I'm going to now pass to the Mayor of Sandwell, the worshipful Mayor, Councillor Richard Jones.
It's a pleasure to be here, thank you, to celebrate 100 years anniversary of the official opening of this beautiful award-winning park. We are thankful that in 1921 the local councillors of Rowley Regis had the foresight to realise what an asset this space would be for the local area, and fought hard to ensure it was secured for future generations to enjoy. Since then, this park has been much loved and valued community resource, hosting a variety of events and activities throughout the years for the local community to enjoy. The restoration of Haden Hill House and Haden Old Hall only serves to enhance what this fabulous park has to offer. I know the staff from Haden Hill House work closely with the members of the fantastic Friends of Haden Hill Estate to continue to put on lively and diverse programme of events and activities for people to enjoy. This well-used community space provides a much needed space for people, especially during the lockdown, and in July was chosen as one of the venues in Sandwell to host the Queen's Baton Relay, which I'm sure you're very proud of, and it was a very great momentum for us all, and brought really good. I really enjoyed being here for the Baton Relay. It was just a wonderful event on that day. I'm positive that the local councillors and members of the Purchase Committee from 1922 would be so proud and pleased to see that the park has gone from strength to strength and is loved and is much used as it was back then. I'd now like to hand over to John Billingham, the local historian and the chairman of the Friends of Haden Hill Estate.
Thank you. I would like to explain, first of all, what we have here, these banners. These have been produced by pupils at the Red Hill School, and I would like to thank them in the normal way for all the work they've done. Thank you very much. I want to take you back to the 6th of October, 1921. And on that day, Mr. Best passed away. It's a sad day. He lived up there for quite a number of years. His house had been built in 1878, the lodge had been built, and of course the stable block. But more importantly, he laid out a private park of 34 acres. And now here's the chance for Rowley Regis to have its first public park. Well, they didn't have the money. There's always a problem, isn't there, about money? So what happened? A purchase committee was formed, chaired by the well-known Harry Lench, the Blackheath manufacturer, of whom everybody has heard. And he had to find two willing people who according to the County Express, would trudge through the streets of Rowley Regis, wearing out much shoe leather, according to the County Express, because these are the days when you went to the cobblers, weren't they, in order to repair your shoes. And these two people were named Joseph Perry, I beg your pardon, Joseph Perry and his brother, Littleton Perry. And I shall come back to them shortly. So they trudged the streets of Rowley Regis, and they did remarkably well. They didn't just raise the £8,500 required, they actually raised almost £10,800. I just want to mention Joseph Perry a little bit more. He was also the man who bought out of his own pocket the bandstand, the original bandstand. And then in 1937, when the hall had a makeover, he paid for the mantelpiece, which is a copy of the one in Stokesay Castle in Shropshire. Right then, we've got the money. Thank heavens for that. And so now we move forward to the 14th of October, 1922. And I want you to imagine the scene on the terrace of the house. And there, Harry Lench handed over the deeds of the park to John Shaw, who's chairman of Rowley Regis Urban District Council. And I just want to mention John Shaw a little bit more. John Shaw was the man who married in 1904 one of Mr. Best's adopted daughters. He married Alice Copping, and he and Alice moved into the old hall in 1904, and there their two children were born, George in 1906 and Reginald in 1908. Reginald Shaw was the last person in 1908 to be born in the old hall, and the family stayed there till 1921 when Mr. Best died. I now want to move forward to the following week, i.e. this week. And here on this spot, on the 21st of October, 1922, a tremendous ceremony happened. First of all, 900 people marched up from Haden, from the cross in Old Hill, along the middle of the road, accompanied by 4 brass bands. Can you imagine that sight? And here at the gates, John Shaw, as the leader of the council, opened the park. But I just want to return back to Joseph Perry. We today have a direct link here at this moment with Joseph Perry, because we have here his 2 granddaughters. Carolyn has come this morning from Malvern, and also Christine Perry, who lives in Timbertree Road, somewhat closer, and who is a member of the Friends, is also here. And so what I'm going to ask is for Christine, if she would now say the words said on this spot 100 years ago by John Shaw. Christine, over to you.
I have much pleasure in declaring this park open for the public for their use forever.
Hooray! And now, gates are being opened.
We're now going to follow a little bit of that procession. We're not quite 900 people, but we're going to, if you'd like to follow me, we're going to follow Mr. Best's drive back to the house. And as we go past, you will see that we have on the right planted a commemorative tree to commemorate this occasion. We'll point it out to you. The grass is very muddy, so you don't want to go on there today.